Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Internation of 2026 as we go into match day 10 in Group B. Last game was crazy, as you can see right there on the right. Bahusian being the hero, giving Altaun all 3 points against Mantova. They've kind of fallen off a little bit, Mantova. And so other teams, like Girona, haven't been that good right now. They've gotten like 2 ties in a row, I believe. Real Madrid are starting to pick up form, with unfortunately Vinicius being the catalyst. So, is what it is. But we'll see how it goes now. As Braga face against Jan Regensburg, Braga are hoping to get a victory here so they can continue their form, which is a pretty good form. They're doing really good. So let's see. Braga versus Regensburg, Jan Regensburg. Let's see how it goes for them. And they lose. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, they lose. Terrible result. Terrible result. Especially to a team that's been so poor recently too. But it's a huge victory for them though. Huge victory for Regensburg as Hotman scores his second goal of the campaign, which gives his team a very much needed win to stay away from those relegation spots. So they will be happy with him as they get the victory. Let's see. Barnsley versus PSV. Now, I don't know about you, but this looks like it should be a murder. Oh, McGoldrick's back. Alright. Not even no debate. I guess they gotta get start giving like the little ambulance picture to people who like come back really soon. They gotta just get like the little like band-aid to be like, oh, it's like a week or two that he's gonna be gone, compared to like months. Cause remember when fucking Strelec got injured and he just didn't come back ever? Yeah, that was like he tore his ACL or some shit. But now with McGoldrick back, can that help them in any way against PSV, the mighty PSV? Sort of, but at the same time, no. Like 2 goals is crazy, but Cleary scoring a goal, and so is Killer Dunn. Where's Killer Dunn at? He should be at least in the 2 goal team. He should at least be. I don't know. There he is. Actually, he's in the 3 goal team. All right. Well, he scored. He started the scoring, so he probably like Barnes are like, yes, yes, yes. Come on, boys, we can do this. Nah. Veerman with a brace. Yep, Veerman with the brace. So it's over for Veerman because he's also a pretty good goal scorer for PSC at the moment. 5 goals now. Move him. Oh my god. Move him a little bit up. Veerman. I saw Dennis Mann scored, so now he's on 6. I'm pretty sure I saw. Wait, I think I saw Playa too, so I'm just gonna put 6 as well. So Dennis Mann, Playa, score to jump over across all these guys. So Dennis Mann and Playa right here. And I saw Saibari. Where the fuck he's at? There he is. He's on 6 goals now. Putting him ahead of Vanat and Zalazar and Lancaster. Pushing you guys in here. The Moroccan midfielder. Putting on the top 9 now, goal scorers. And I saw Cleary, which I think he's on 2 goals. Yep. So now he's on 3. As they try and make a push. Barnes will make a push to get there. I think that they haven't won a game yet, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. But huge win for PSV. Like they should be winning these games comfortably. It's like the Barcelona way. Like, yeah, you can let 2 goals go in as long as you score 5. So, Fortuna Düsseldorf versus Girona. And make sure that Düsseldorf is doing like as best as they can be. There's nobody out that's supposed to be out. No. All right. They've been nice and behaved. No red cards. No injuries against Girona. A very strong Girona. Who's gonna win this one? Girona do get the victory, and I just mentioned your fucking good discipline, then you do this shit. Unahi being the goal scorer. I know he's in the 1 goal club. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there he is. So he scores his second of the campaign. The Moroccan midfielder. A lot of Moroccans in this group. Brahim Diaz, Saibari, Unahi. Put him right there. good for him to give his team a win, a much needed win, which I think puts them now tied on points with Real Madrid. So now Real Madrid are forced to perform. Gingham versus Vistaploc. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a moment. And they need Hemia to start scoring again. Like, he's been a little, for the last 3 match days, I don't think he scored a goal, so they need him to show up again, like, desperately. Let's see if that will be the case. And fucking hell, yes he is. At least he scores a goal, maybe 2. Yes, he scores a brace. Good for him. He's needed to do it because his team has been like very much like lackluster as hell. And now he gets on 8 goals now, surpassing both Vinicius and Haj Musa. Fuck. So Hemia are now right there. With Sekulski getting a goal. Sekulski getting a goal. Shouldn't be that far away. There he is. He's on his 5th for the Polish side. And probably gave them a little bit of like a scare, but ultimately, nah. Ultimately, it was like tied at this point, but then out of nowhere, boom, boom, boom. This guy's new, Sagna, but Mafuta is also a goal scorer. There he is, Mafuta scores his 2nd goal. So grab him, push him up here. When it's not Hemia, it's Mafuta. And then we go all the way down here to get to Sagna for Gingham. Scores his first goal for the side to give them a very much needed 4-1 victory. Helps out their goal difference a lot, and it's good to see Hemia back on the score sheet as well. Al Kholoud hosts Real Madrid. Will Al Kholoud be able to do anything here? It's going to be a hard game, but Real Madrid are traveling away, so maybe they can get something out of it because of that. And the answer is no. And Fernan Mendy, again, another goal for him. Sawan, that's an understand. It's a weird one. Valverde, and I was hoping not to see his fucking face. No. 8 goals for Vinicius as he's now level with Hemia and Lamar on goals. So we put him there. Who were the other goal scorers? It was Valverde. Yeah, he scored already before though. Wait, whoa, did I see an injury? No, I didn't. I'm tripping. Valverde, Sawan, and Mendy. I've never seen Sawan before, so we gotta go all the way down here. Yeah. Sawan, Kholoud. There we go. And then Valverde, where the fuck is he at? He's pretty much up here, right? There he is. He scores his 2nd of the campaign. Fuck. And boom. And so does Mendy. It's surprising to see him, such a consistent goal scorer. Whenever he's fit, I guess, because fucking hell, Mendy's always injured. So there you go. Boom. Mendy. Well, good victory for Real Madrid, I guess. They got the win and they got a +2 in goal difference. Alright, Banfield versus Al Tawun. Al Tawun need to win this so they get back in the top 4. Can they do it? Are they able to get a victory over Banfield? They get a tie. Not great for them. Our Martinez scores though for the 2nd time after being stuck at 1 goal for a while, so I guess that can be considered a positive. Gets his 3rd goal of the competition. And he gets the goal scoring started too until Banfield's Ausmendi equalizes. Where are you, Ausmendi? Ausmendi, there you are. Scores his 5th goal now. Being Banfield's obvious best player so far this tournament. Very clutch for his side. So it's an important point, I guess, for Banfield. It's kind of a disappointing result for Al Tawun, who are trying to get that top 4. Mantova versus Hull City. Did they get Gonçalves back yet? No. So they're still stuck with the same formation they had last time. But can they get a result here? Because both teams are kind of on the same level trying to get in that top 8. They are in the possibility to do so. Can they, though? Huge win for Hull City though. Fiori and Mensah scoring to make it a nervous 3-2 until McBurney silences the Italian crowd. So Gelhardt, ooh, brace for Gelhardt. And I just saw him too right here. 6 goals now for the young Englishman. I don't know if he's young anymore. He was young before, but at this point, he's probably just mid-age now. Gelhardt gets a brace, gets himself in the top 10. Then Mensah, where the fuck he's at? Mensah. Probably a little higher. Cause I know he scored at least 3 goals, right? There he is. Scores his 5th goal actually. The striker does his job pretty well, going ahead of Ethan. Then Miller scores, putting him at 6 goals as well, alongside Gelhardt. And McBurney as well. Like, look at that. McBurney, Miller, and Gelhardt all have 6 goals to their name. So they're like a very consistent goal scoring team. Look at that. And Fiori also scored a goal. If I can find him too, because it's just a fucking wave now. There you go. Fiori. 4 goals for the Italian man. Push him down right here. Right there. Fiori. Well, huge win for Hull City to try and get back in those top 8 places while pushing one of their rivals of those positions out. Haken versus Besiktas. There's nothing wrong with Haken. I'm just making sure. No. I think we're good. Yep. I don't see nothing. Alright. Swedish side versus Turkish side. I'm really hoping for Besiktas to get a victory here. I'm a little biased. I love Besiktas. And they do! Yes! Type shit. Tammy Abraham scoring the winner. With Cherny scoring again. And Layuni also getting a goal. So let's go look for Cherny. Because now he's on 7 goals as well. Layuni, I mean. He's on 3 goals. The Tunisian left-sided fielder. Left winger. So Layuni goes right there, and it was Tammy Abraham. Yes, it was Tammy Abraham. I'm pretty sure he's on. Yeah, he was on 2 goals. There he is. But now he's on 3. The English striker. And right now he's not even in Besiktas. Right now he went back to Aston Villa. So we'll see how that goes. But so right now he is a Besiktas player in this tournament. And now we have Crew Alexandra versus Falkirk. Da 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 dun dun da da dun dun. I have to do something here in the corner. Is there a squad? Okay, like I was like half asleep last time I was doing this, so like I'm a little. Pal's back. Good. Just what they needed. All right, there we go. So now Crew Alexandra face Falkirk. I would expect the Crew Alexandra win here, considering how good they've been, and they have Lancaster, but he hasn't scored in a bit, so. And as I say that, he scores. Lancaster gets a goal and Agius. Where the fuck that is. So, Agius for Crew Alexandra. Scores a goal. With players like Tate, which I hate that name. Sounds like Taint. Tate scores his 4th of the competition for the Scottishman, making it level. However, it's not enough as Lancaster gets his 6th of the competition. And now they get the valuable 3 points that come out of it. They can't even complain. Feyenoord versus St. Truidense. This should be a Feyenoord win, but if I learned anything, never read the past games as a guarantee. Can Hajimusa continue his goal scoring? He cannot, and it's a tie. And there was a disallowed goal too. And Umar scores for St. Truidense here. New goal scores for them, left, right, and center. Umar, Sint Tridense gets his first goal of the competition. Ba-bam. Then Ayase Ueda, he scores another goal for his side. If I can find his name. Ueda. There he is. Scores his fourth goal, which he honestly probably should be doing better now, because his teammates, like his teammate Haj Musa has more goals than you though. Like how the fuck does that work? You're the striker. Musa for them, Van Helden. Alright, all the way down here for Van Helden for Sint Tridense. They don't have any like consistency with their goal scorers though. And Mother for Feyenoord, who gets the late equalizer, preventing Sint Tridense from getting their victory that they very much needed. And the 89th minute too. Fuck. You, that's breaking Belgian hearts right there. Alright, and that was the end of the matchday 10. Let's see how it looks after matchday 10. Look at that. Hemia, Lamar, and Vinicius Jr. being the highest goal scorers. Alright, first place we have Real Madrid. They now have a 2-goal difference ahead of Girona, with PSV and Besiktas making the top 4. Happy to see them in there. Guingamp, Altaun, they fell off. Braga and Hull City make the top 8. With Haken now falling down, like it's like a limbo right now between 7, 8, and 9. Hull City making the top 8. With Haken, Feyenoord, Jan Regensburg, Crew Alexandra, Alcoluz, Mantova, Wisla Plock, and Saint Truidense all in the top and the middle of the table. With now Dusseldorf falling down to relegation, Barnsley and Banfield and Falkirk all down into the bottom area. So Banfield went up one just because of their tie, but overall still disappointing from the Argentinian side. And crazy too, because I think Dusseldorf won their match. And I think they won their match. I'm pretty sure they did. However, not enough. Alright, so with that, we're going to end. Oh no, it was Jan Regensburg. That's the team that won. Never mind, ignore me. So that's going to be the end of part 10, or match day 10. So I'll be back for match day 11 shortly.